No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hey guys, I know I was supposed to do a Spider-Man video. I just got started in X-Men '97, and first two episodes in, I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta go back and visit one of my favorite storylines. Hey, we're doing X-Cutioner Song Chapter 1. This is the first installment of the multi-issue crossover that began in Uncanny X-Men 294. It was released in September of 1990. It was written by one of my favorite X-Men authors, Scott Lobdell, and penciled by Brendan Peterson. The issue is popular X-Men of the time. The events of the story are framed against a backdrop of Professor Xavier and team friend Lila holding a humanitarian concert in Central Park. Firstly, Archangel escorts a date to the concert. Scott and Jean are having a couples moment in a nearby pub. Iceman and Colossus are having a bro moment in a grocery store. Rogue and Bishop talk shop and how bad the concert security is, while Gambit puts on his Creole charm and tries to comfort Storm in the aftermath of her breakup with Forge. Chaos soon assumes with Caliban attacking and kidnapping Scott and Jean. The remainder Horsemen of the Apocalypse openly attack the concert. With Iceman and Colossus leading the defense, they and the rest of the X-Men do what they do and defend the audience against the villains. Unbeknownst to most of the participants in the struggle, Cable appears out of nowhere and shoots Professor Xavier. Accomplishing what they came for, the assailants all teleport away, leaving the rest of the X-Men in tatters as they realize that they are without their field leader Cyclops and their mentor father, Professor X. The overall aftermath of this, it sends the ripples of what Cable did, spreads through all the X teams. But was the heinous act committed by the leader of X-Force, or is there something more sinister afoot? So today, for this crossover, we are doing Iceman with a team of Colossus, Rogue, and Polaris. Now, Polaris was not in it. She was only briefly in it as a side panel. However, Storm to me is too expensive, so I just substituted in Polaris. Plus, Polaris gives a tough when she's brought in. And if I didn't say it before, this will be a protection deck. So stick around at the end. I will show you the deck. Plus, I will post it in the link down below, or description down below. Once again, we are taking on the Four Horsemen, and using a part of the setup for the scenario is we randomize the order of which they attack and the side scheme. So using a combination of Bernoulli's formula, some intermediate algebra, and a TI-83 calculator, we have come up with the order of attack: famine, war, death, and pestilence, plus plague and pestilence for the side scheme. Now this comes in with 6, has a hazard icon. I can't thwart this side scheme, the main scheme, until this is taken out. In case you didn't know, each of the Four Horsemen have a special ability that at the end of their attack they'll do something heinous. One I'm most concerned about is War, because War will make you discard an upgrade or support you control. And in this particular protection, I got a couple upgrades I want to keep. So we're going to aim for him to get his hit points down to 0 first. A neat thing about Iceman is he's got frostbite cards, and they will give the minion a -1 scheme and a -1 attack, and this will help. However, they will go away after the villain activates. So after the activation, it comes back into this pile, and I can only add them to the minion or villain or enemy, depending on the card I play, and if I attack or defend. So that's pretty handy. And in protection, I think that's going to be great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shuffle of everything and put everything out. I will, of course, fast forward through all this because there's no reason for you to just watch this. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, we're almost set up. I added my little holders here. Forgot to do that during preliminary setup. And in case I forgot to mention it, which I know I did, Iceman has a 1-2-2 stat line. He has a hand size of 5, hit points of 11. In his alter ego mode, he's got a recovery of 4 and a hand size of 6. He does have cool off. After you damage, or excuse me, after you change his form, shuffle 1 ice card from your discard pile into your deck for each copy of Frostbite in play. On Iceman, he has freeze. When Iceman makes a basic attack or defense against an enemy, attach a set aside Frostbite to that enemy. So there we go. All right, we're going to shuffle, or we're going to deal ourselves 6. And we'll get started. So we got an ice slide, we got a sidestep, we got a frozen solid, we got an ice blast, and we got an archangel. All right, we want to knock that down so we can start working on that. Okay, I'm going to keep a sidestep. Probably want to keep ice slide. Don't need that right away, I don't think. That probably wouldn't hurt, but it's a little expensive right now, and these are too expensive for what we want to do for setup. So we'll draw 4 more cards. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we're going to flip up. Oh, wait a minute. Can I do my... Let's see. Response after you change this form up. Nope. Okay. Alright. I'm going to keep that. Okay, armored vest I'd like to keep. But let's play 2 for put ice slide out. And what ice slide does, it gives me +1 to all my basics. Alright, we're going to thwart. We're going to thwart 2 off of this. Okay. Let's put down... Let's put down our armored vest using a defiance to pay for it. Like I said, we're keeping sidestep. That should do it for us. We'll draw up to our hand size of 5. 5. And another sidestep. That's our last sidestep in the deck. We got an unflappable. We have a hard to ignore and not today. Alright. That goes up by 1. Alright. Famen's going to attack. Let's go ahead and defend. We'll use not today, using a sidestep to pay for it. And I get +2 defense, and if I take no damage, I get to remove 2 threat from a scheme. So she's attacking for 1. Plus when I defend, that comes out there, so she's attacking for 0 +3. That comes back after her activation. 3, I take no damage and remove 2 threat. Down to 2. Very good. This passes. Encounter card. Alright. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme deals 1 damage to each player they control, or each character they control comes in with 6. Also, too, I gotta discard 10 cards. I'll do that right now. So, 10 cards is Famine's little shtick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Not gonna look at them. Not gonna look at them. All right, back to me. I really can't do much. Let's go ahead and put Unflappable down. After you defend against attack, take no damage. Exhaust Unflappable to draw a card. And yes, I get +2 defense because of this and this. All right, I'm done. Gonna draw up to our hand size of 5. What do we got? We have Cryokinetic Perception. We have a Gambit. We have an Ice Blast. We got the Power Defense. Power Protection, sorry. Alright, that goes up by 1. Alright. War is going to attack us for 2. Since I'm going to defend, put that out there, so he's attacking for 1. And let's play Sidestep using the Power of Protection and ignore 3 damage. It is a wild card, and if I use it to pay for a lightning, or if I use a lightning resource, energy resource, deal 1 damage back to the enemy. So I'm going to use the wild as an energy. So defending with 4. He's attacking for 1, plus the boost off the card. So 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. I am in the clear. Plus, deal 1 damage back to him. That's 8. Okay. His little thing is I got to give up a card, give up an upgrade or support. We'll do that. Alright. I took no defended and took no damage. I get to draw a card. I got Arctic Attack. This goes to the next. And encounter card. Villain Schemes. So scheming for 1. The boost icon off this, so she's scheming, or Death is scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, we are 6 out of 12 on that. You need to get going. All right. Let's go ahead and throw some Gambit down. Gambit, I draw the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Oh, there we go. There we go. And whatever the boost icons are is what his stat line is. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle up because I just feel like I should. After looking at the top 2 cards, it does not say put them back in any order. And I know if you search the deck, you gotta shuffle up. So let's just be well prepared. Let's just do the Grim Rule. Okay. Okay, so he's got a 3/3 attack, 3/3 stat line. And we are going to remove this from our life. Gone. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot Death's activation. So, oh, it's only attack. It's only an attack. Okay, we're good. Much better. That's gone. Thank you, Gambit. He takes 1 consequential. I am carded out. So we'll ready up with everything. Draw up to our hand size of 5. Not today. Power Belt, Chill Out, Snow Clone, and Colossus. Alright. She's attacking for 1. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and throw Gambit in front of it. So 1. And because I'm defending this over here, I don't think will come into play. So 1, 2, 3. Gambit, you gave it all, buddy. Thank you. All right. Treat my text box until next villain phase as blank. That's Pestilence. Counter card. All right. Got another crisis icon. This time coming in with 3. All right, what do I got? Okay, Colossus. Reduce cost, play Colossus by 1 if your identity is an X-Men. And then I have Snow Clone, and I got Chill Out. So he's a 3. I'm going to keep Nut today to play for Colossus. And I'm going to have him thwart for 1 off of that. Oh, that didn't go up by 1. My apologies. So he's thwarting that to 2. Iceman's going to take the remainder off of that. Very good. Very good. Consequential. And like I said, we're keeping Not today. Again, yeah, I'm just going to be stuck doing this. Okay, draw up to her hand size of 5. All right, we got a Nightcrawler, we got a Polaris, we got a double, and we got Dr. Sinclair, and oh, and still got the Not today. All right. Okay, Famine's attacking. I'm gonna put Colossus in front of it, so she's attacking for 1, 2, 3, so 4 total. Colossus eats it. I have to discard 10 cards. Yep, I only could discard 9. I threw my deck. Oh, I will get that threat on the main scheme in just a second. Alright, bad counter card. First one is Rough Riders. Resolve the force response on the active villain as if it had at least 1 hit point and attacked you. Meanwhile, so this is that. Okay. Move the active counter to the next villain and resolve his force responsibility the same way. Yep. Okay, everybody gets 1 hit point. Matter of fact, I think I missed. No, he didn't attack last time. He schemed. Okay, War Weary, you are stunned. Right. Okay. That handled that. Let's go ahead and... First off, I'm going to thwart for 2. And I kind of want to have Nightcrawler out to get this thwart or the scheme under control. Yeah, I'm going to have him... Okay, yeah, let's do 2 off of this. Okay, now we're getting a little bit better. All right. Not going as well as I'd hoped. Not going as well as I'd hoped. Draw up to 5, readied up. Alright, what do we got here? Ice traits. 4 damage, 6 damage. Okay. Not today. Alright. Okay. Goes up by 1. Oop. Goes up by 1. Death is attacking. I want to... Let's go ahead and spend a energy resource. He's coming in for 2, 2, 4, 5. Spending the energy. Return him to my hand. Nobody takes any damage. Just using the Polaris. Would that be better? Let's keep Polaris. Let's use the sidestep. There we go. Oh no, what am I thinking? Whoops. It's got to be Polaris or Arctic Attack. Let's do the Polaris. Yeah, my bad. I knew what I was doing. His is everybody takes a point of damage. So down to 9. Right. Now things are getting kind of hokey. Alright. Alright, let's attack to get rid of the stun. However, I have a feeling that's coming back. It always does. Alright. Do that. Do an Arctic Attack. Deal 4 damage to an enemy and touch a set aside Frostbite to it. Let's do 4 to War. He gets that. Merry Christmas. Alright. Looks good. Ready up. 5 cards. You got an Ice Blast. We got 2 Ice Blasts. We got a Frozen Solid and Nightcrawler and a Sidestep. Okay, goes up by 1. Alright, Pestilence is attacking. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use an Ice Blast to pay for Sidestep, prevent 3 damage. 1. I'm just gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a defense of 3. So I'm taking 1 point of damage. Plus I get this. Alright. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I paid for this. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm good. So I don't take any damage. Okay. My comes back on. And then I go to Famine. Encounter card. You are stunned. See, I knew that was coming back. Right. And that comes back to me. I have nothing. Well, let's get rid of the stunned. Alright. Draw up to 5. Just spinning my wheels. Gambit's back. Okay. Alright. Goes up by 1. Famine's attacking. Oh, readied up. Famine's attacking. I will... What do I have? Nothing. So I will defend. I have a defense of 3. If I defend, he comes there. So she's attacking for 0 plus 3 plus 1 is 4. So this time I do take 1. And I toss up 10 cards. Alright. Back to me. Looks like war is getting ready to happen. Let's go ahead and put see, 3 damage. 1. Well, that's better than nothing. So let's do the let's do the Ice Blast. Attach a set aside copy of Frostbite to the villain, and each minion engaged with that. I have no minions. Deal 3 damage to each enemy with a copy of Frostbite attached. There we go. It's a shame I had to waste my attack. Keeping Nightcrawler and Gambit. Gonna lose that next turn, but what I can do. What else can I do? Okay. There we go. We got a downtime, we got a double, and we got a hard to ignore. Alright. Ready up. That goes up by 1. Alright. War's attacking. He's attacking for 0. I think I'll take it. Oh, that comes off. I think I'll take it. 0, 1, 2. 2 damage. And gone. Goes to the next. They come back. Counter card. The villain attacks you. Death is attacking for 2. I have no choice but... Yeah, I want to defend it. I'm defending for nada. I'm defending for 2. 2 plus the boost. 3. 5. I take 3 damage. Alright. That goes over here. And I take an additional point of damage. That was fun. Huh? Yeah, fun? Alright. Do that. Wow. Okay, I gotta think real hard on this one. Let's do the downtime for the hard to ignore. And And that's basically after I defend, take no damage, I get to remove one threat from the main scheme. As I said, this will be our main threat mitigation. I like Nightcrawler over Gambit, so paying a double Genius and Gambit, put out Nightcrawler. We will hit War for 0, so we don't have to worry about losing our upgrades unless a card specifically tells us to. I am going to flip down. Ooh, see what's Pestilence got? That's 2. Oh, she could eat. Oh, plus the boost icon. Alright, Nightcrawler's just going to have to be my meat shield for a turn. Alright, what do we got? Alright, Defiance. Alright, that goes up by 1. Pestilence is attacking for 1. I will defend, throw Defiance out. When a boost card on an enemy attacking you will be turned up, discard it instead. So 2, 3 is discarded, and that only counts on the boost icons. So attacking for 1. Okay, after your hero defends against an attack and takes no damage, exhaust hard to ignore, remove a threat from the main scheme. There we go. But then this beautiful thing comes back. And technically, that got there when I defended, and it comes back. All that happy stuff. Okay. Alright, encounter card. Heal 2 damage from War. And give him a tough status card. And he activates against me. Okay. He gets a tough. Nightcrawler's going to have to defend. 2. 2 plus the boo. 2, 3, 4. Nightcrawler's gone. And guess what? I lost my upgrade or support. He activates. Let's see. Famine. Then he activates, goes to the next one. Okay, so we got 2 rounds of War. Whew. He can attack for 3. Snow clone. See, now I don't feel like I can put out an upgrade yet. Yeah, let's do that. Passing up the power belt. That's gonna hurt. Power belt's my resource generator for ice events. And let's see. He's attacking War to ping the tough. He gets a point of damage. And now we're done. And I really need to go down. Alright, Colossus, I'm getting ready to lose you too, bud. Goes up by 1. War's attacking for 2. Putting Colossus in front of it. 2. After this activation, Death activates against you. Do not give Death a boost boost card. So 2, that's it. There's no boost icon on this. So it's just 2. He takes it to the face. I would lose an upgrade, but I don't have one. Goes to the next one. Let's see. After his Death activates against you. Well, I have to defend. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. That was it. So yeah, 5. Yeah, I can only defend 2, so that was 3. So I go 1, 2, 3. I am at -1. All right. Not what I was hoping for, I have to admit. Now in the grand scheme of the prime timeline, the 4 horsemen beat the snot out of Iceman and Colossus. which not not a bad thing in the overall grand story of X-Cutioner song. If you guys have not read it, I suggest you take a look for it. It's on Amazon. It's really good. It deals with one of my favorite mutant heroes, which is Cable, and all things Apocalypse. And it has a very nice twist at the end. Well, it's a twist that everybody should know about. And by now, especially if you've been watching X-Men 97 and X-Men 94 for that matter. And it's one everybody should know by now. And it's got a very nice twist, and it lays the foundation for other big X-Men. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of a camera hiccup. Yeah, so it will set the future of the X-Men for years to come. If I haven't said before, this is going to be part 1 of a 3-part series. I'm going to keep it simple. The next one should be pretty good. I want to get this over and done with and try to work on some Fear No Evil stuff, because like I promised you last video, I was going to have the webhead go against one of the villains there. Okay. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Sorry it didn't turn out to win, but hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Thank you, guys. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thank you.